Hey twin, it's Moof the Lazy God, or whatever y'all address me as, and we back with another DC banger. If y'all know me, I'm always reviewing movies or shows that I don't like, but this one's the exception. This one's actually heat, and probably one of the best, if not the best, Batman animated movie. Alright, so we start off in the Gotham City sky, and it's nighttime, per usual, but like, have we ever seen Gotham in daytime? I feel like it's in perpetual darkness, and the first thing we see is those trademark blimps beaming lights down on the street and shit. Like, I wonder how much money they be wasting a year on these blimps. Y'all can afford all these gothic statues and shit, but y'all can't afford a helicopter? And y'all might want to hurry on that switch too, because if you saw the last video, Supergirl just blew one up accidentally, and she definitely unalived those pilots, though it's never acknowledged. She's just a girl. Not gonna lie though, I feel like insurance companies be mad as hell in Gotham. Like, I know them shits don't come with no policies. Nope. They don't put nothing in that package because stupid shit be happening in Gotham every day. You are not in good hands. So Red Hood pulls up on these mob bosses, and I'm sorry bro, this ain't the mafia bro. This ain't Godfather or some kind of other movie like that, twin. This Gotham, and you niggas are not thriving. You might be doing good for a year or so, and then some nigga seizes all your bank accounts and won't give it back until you answer a riddle. But after these boys saw who they got, they probably praying they would've wished they got someone like the Riddler, because these boys got the Red Hood, and he get down to business. He basically a DC Punisher. So either y'all get to work or y'all get work, because he already laid out all y'all lieutenants. Yeah, put every single one of them in a body bag. Not even kidding, he literally did that. But your boy wanna be monetized, and I ain't even gonna show that. Alright, so next, the Big Beezy and Nightwing are chasing down a truck. They trying so hard to get away from the Batman, they not even looking at the road. Like, twin, chill, you about to crash. And crash is exactly what they did. Keep your eyes on the road, stupid ass nigga. So a package drops out of the trailer, and the package is freaking Amazo. Nah, bro, ain't no way Batman's about to be fighting against Amazo. And he actually does. Bro, Batman is not on Amazo's level, twin. Bro, Amazo is like a freaking Justice League level threat. That's gonna take like the whole team. And you telling me Batman and Nightwing take him down by themselves? Nah, bro, power scaling's always be crazy in the solo movies, twin. This is worse power scaling than when Catwoman fought Cheetah. So after Batman and Nightwing embody the power of Jesus Christ for a few minutes, they go to interrogate the people who drove the truck. But before they could spill the beans, they get no-scoped, twin. They get sniper gang. Bro, Red Hood out here hitting MLG trick shots. Like, bro, you are not Deadshot. You are not Bullseye. And this nigga Batman must have a Byakugan, because how does he know where the bullet came from? Like, how does he just know where he got shot from? Though I guess Deathstroke did it too. But the chase down on Hall of Fame, because he immediately gets in the Bat Glider and starts chasing him to another side of the city, twin. Sniping from that far is not realistic. Come on. So they start chasing Twin across Gotham. It's like Duck Duck Goose, but if we catch you, we beat your ass. Also, there's a couple on top of the roof, and I thought Invincible and Adam Eve were crazy. Nah, Gothamites getting jiggy on top of the roof. So Red Hood continues to jump around the rooftops. He must have learned this from when Batman was chasing Dracula. But nah, bro moving different. He jumps off a 20-story building to his ride. Nah, that's breaking bones. That's breaking bones for any other person besides Captain America Jr., I suppose. But anyways, he hops in his whip and starts boosting down the road towards a tunnel. Bro think this Need for Speed or some shit. Nah, but after what you see next, you're gonna think this is Mission Impossible, because Batman follows him in his jet down the tunnel. This nigga is tripping. The mission is never that deep, twin. But you know what's even crazier than chasing a nigga down a tunnel in a jet? Shooting a harpoon out of a jet at a car. Bro, I don't give a damn if that shit has an auto lock system. Ain't no way that's hitting. But bro was thinking ahead. He living like a 90s bully, cause his whip is a convertible. Nigga think he gonna. He literally took the top off. Red helmet on, he dripping like hot sauce. So anyway, bro continues this game of Too Fast, Too Furious and starts boosting off like he got a Mario Kart mushroom. Almost hits these pedestrians. So finally, bro ends the chase by seemingly running into a garage. And I say seemingly because Batman enters the same building and it turns out to be an abandoned chemical plant. Like, bro, how many abandoned chemical plants can be in Gotham? Like, bro, this city don't ever bother to remove any of these chemicals. This shit is a safety hazard. But I guess they assume nobody's gonna break in. I don't know why though, it's Gotham. Niggas are breaking into anywhere they please. So Batman follows him in, but he had to do it swaggy. He had to aura farm, bruh. He hops out of the jet while it's in the air and breaks into the ceiling windows. I guess we got another Captain America Jr. here. Everybody in this bitch is superhuman, cause a regular nigga is breaking bones, every single last one of them, and they are not gonna be able to walk for the rest of their lives. But anyways, Batman started getting flashbacks of the last time he was at a chemical plant, and he started thinking about the OG Red Hood, how he fell into a vat of chemicals and accidentally created the Joker. Like, bro just has the worst lucks when it comes to abandoned buildings. Bro put up Tony Snell numbers when it comes to these places. That shit is his kryptonite. Not only was the Joker created in one, the Joker also tortured both Robins in one, and now he's getting pressed by the Red Hood in one. Like, bro, stop going to
abandoned places. Anyways, Red Hood's pointing the blicky at him, and Batman tried to test his gangster. He like, you ain't gonna shoot that shit, little nigga. And he called his bluff, but Red Hood didn't need to. He didn't need to shoot at him because somehow he parked his car into a vat of chemicals. He shoots at it and starts leaking gasoline and it explodes. How did bro get enough time to park that right next to chemicals? Batman was literally right behind him, but whatever. The place explodes and Red Hood gets away. So the big bat starts analyzing to try and figure out who Twin was. Bro starts playing this lame ass board game of Clue, but real life edition. But don't worry, for any of you niggas who have a short attention span, the computer does most of the work. No Sherlock Holmes detective shit here. For any of you niggas that think it's boring with your TikTok, iPad, aka attention span. So bro goes to Arkham Asylum to interrogate Joker. And I'm not gonna lie, this was a bad idea because all bro does the whole time is just rage bait and troll. Joker's the last person you want to be around when you're upset. Bro, this dude is like a prime Twitter social justice warrior or some shit. He putting up crazy stats. He's a masturbator and he got Batman steaming. He got Batman tight. Bro fell for the rage bait and genuinely starts tweaking. Had bro acting like a 90s bully. He picked him up and pinned him against the wall. Legs dangling and all. No diddy. So we cut the black mask and bro is hot as hell. He basically learning that Red Hood is ruining all his plans and operations. Bro like it's bad enough he has to deal with Batman. Now he has to deal with this? Bro's tweaking out of his mind. He's mad as hell. You don't see this type of rage unless bro says we can't end on a loss at 4 AM after a 12-game losing streak. Now we cut back to Red Hood and bro's plotting. He hijacks a helicopter but immediately gets caught by Nightwing, who shoots an EMP harpoon at the helicopter. Nah, where's these niggas getting this technology from? Invader Sim? But Red Hood does not care. He decides he gonna kamikaze this joint. So in order to stop the helicopter, Nightwing pulls out a staple gun that staples the wire from the harpoon gun to the building. I'm guessing they just got this staple gun from Generator Rex, because that joint somehow manages to actually save the helicopter from hitting the ground. But they got no time to celebrate. Nightwing and Batman immediately get to the chase down. They're moving like it's Mirror's Edge. They literally chasing this nigga down the whole city. They hawking his ass down. I don't know, I guess these niggas got a whole ass nigga targeting system. Also, here these niggas go with the godlike superhuman long jumps. Niggas are not jumping this far. Nigga literally jumping tall buildings in a single bound. I don't care if he stumbled afterwards, nigga, that's death. So these niggas are basically playing Temple Run at a construction site. But Red Hood is a master at using his environment. I know I keep calling him Captain America Jr., but really he fighting like Jackie Chan Jr. This nigga will utilize anything in the environment to get an advantage. So bro grabs a fire extinguisher and uses it to break the window. Then he throws it backwards while falling and shoots it midair. It explodes in front of Batman and Nightwing, but nah, they not finished. So Red Hood jumps on the blimp, and I'm like, bro, didn't we learn our lesson about blimps? Supergirl destroyed one of those, not even like last week. They trying to cause the third Hindenburg. These niggas trying to go on a terroristic streak. Niggas going for a three-peat, bro. These niggas is not the Lakers. Nah, but luckily this blimp doesn't get destroyed. They just bounced off it like they jumping on a Koopa's back in Super Mario Bros. Then they finally think that they caught him at the train station, but he had that shit rigged to blow, and he dipped out on his bike. Got that shit dripped out in red. This nigga is not Akira. But anyways, he gets away again. Nah, y'all gonna have to step it up, twin. Red Hood is moving different. He got Batman 0-2 in the chase down game, bro. Bro need help. He need Kraven the Hunter or some shit. He need Wolverine. Cause how does bro keep escaping his grasp? And he doing all this shit off the fly. None of these are set up traps, really. You got a nigga freestyling on you. So after a long investigation, not really, they finally figure out Red Hood is Jason Todd, the second Robin. I mean, it was really obvious. They should have been figured that out, but whatever. So we once again cut it back to Black Mask. Bro is still acting like a toddler, throwing a temper tantrum like bro's just constantly raging. Like, no way y'all letting this ashy ass ball sack man child boss y'all around like this. Anyways, he hires assassins against Red Hood, and now that Batman knows that Red Hood is Jason, he starts helping him. He starts trying to be the father like he never was. Bro trying to come back into his life with the milk. They start fighting, but after they start fighting, you start to realize that they got two different fighting styles. Batman coming in that joint like Ryu, but Red Hood coming in that joint like Akuma. Red Hood's trying to knock these niggas off the map, and Batman's like, bro, you can't kill them. If you do that, you're no better than them. If you do that, the number of murderers stay the same. And honestly, Red Hood had the perfect rebuttal for that. He had the perfect rebuttal for Batman's childish ass viewpoint. You can't stop crime, but you can control it. And he just completely shits on Batman's dumbass ideology. By controlling crime, he can make sure that innocent people don't get involved. But Batman is not listening because he never listens. If he's not listening to Superman, who's basically a god, he definitely not listening to his adopted son. But anyway, Red Hood escapes again. So Batman 0-3. He doesn't even try and chase him down this time. Red Hood track game is too flawless. This nigga's like Speed versus Ashton Hall in this shit. So we cut to Black Mask, who's still crying. And I swears, all this nigga do is whine and pout like a little child. Man, this villain lame as hell, bro. Why is anybody afraid of this nigga? Like, Riddler is more intimidating intimidating than this nigga. Penguin is more intimidating than this nigga. Anyway, Red Hood was finally about to get rid of this lame ass D-tier villain of the week. He pulls a freaking rocket launcher out of his GTA ass inventory and shoots that shit at the building. But Red Mask unfortunately survives somehow. Red Hood gets so desperate, he figures his last choice is to free Joker. Free Joker? To kill Red Hood? I'm sorry, what the f are you thinking? What the hell is wrong with you? Why is your last resort to free a psychopath? You're the dumbest villain we've ever seen. Even when the Joker was impersonating you, he had more intelligence than this. How does a psychopath know to hire niggas like Deathstroke and Bane, but your dumbass wants to hire the Joker? This nigga casually blew up Metropolis. This nigga is literally a terrorist, and you're releasing him because you're getting pestered by a nigga in a red mask? Yeah, okay. So anyways, his plan obviously backfires, and Joker immediately kidnaps the D-tier ass villain. He got him trapped in a freaking truck with gasoline on a bridge. But before he could blow it up, Red Hood reveals that this was all a part of his plan. He wanted Black Mask to free the Joker. Why? I don't remember. And I don't feel like rewatching the movie. So these niggas just have a little kidnapping battle, I guess. They're going band for band in this shit. Though I guess technically it's adult napping. Yeah, that's not even a word either. Technically it's abducting. But Red Hood immediately kidnaps the Joker right after Joker just kidnapped Black Mask. And anyways, I guess Batman's tired of watching all this napping because it's gonna put him to sleep, so he decides to jump into action. So Red Hood is waiting for bro in the alley. Yeah, not creepy at all, by the way. But they don't talk for long. They trying to box. They trying to get straight to hands. So I'm not gonna lie, these niggas are scrapping, and they basically like on Minecraft creative mode because they just pulling anything out of their inventory. Throwing stars, bombs, tiny turbo engines. What? I don't know about that last one. Red Hood turns into a track star because all this nigga does is low-key run. They start doing the usual, jumping across rooftops once again. Cause you know, I guess this is just the standards for Gothamites and shit. Hell, I bet regular citizens jump across buildings to pass the time. They might as well turn this shit into a tradition at this point. Jumping across buildings is damn near up there with the blimps and the most random shit in Gotham. Anyways, Red Hood finally has ran into the location that he wants Batman to be at. Well, not before getting his ass whooped. Nah, seriously, Batman seriously put a beating on this nigga. He started beating him like this nigga was Joker or something. And speak of the devil, Joker's here too. And Red Hood has a plan for Batman. The plan is for Batman to either kill him or Red Hood kills Joker. And this whole movie was perfect up until this lame ass ending. Batman avoids the ultimatum because he's Batman and he loves to avoid responsibility. Anyways, the building explodes, Joker and Batman live, but Red Hood presumably dies. And I guess this shit was too tragic for Batman to handle, even though he just beat his ass senseless not even a couple of minutes ago. The weeknight starts getting flashbacks of better times and shit, and then the movie ends. Well, that was a good movie overall, and y'all know I barely ever review or recap good movies. I'm low-key kinda mean, but that's alright, cause that's just my opinion. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if not, I hope you enjoy the next one. And sorry I've been gone for so long. Mental struggles, and I've just been going through a lot right now. Or for a little while, actually. But hey, I'm only human, I'm gonna try and get over them, and I'm gonna try and come back into the game. Obviously, I'm probably not gonna come back to the same views, but that's not the point. The point is that I'm gonna keep trying, and I love you niggas. Peace.
I know that the movie and it ain't quick. Don't get sad, cause move didn't quit. You don't gotta get that in a throw fit. Just hit the sub button and let me move you. Just hit the sub button and let me move you. Just hit the sub button.